Hello, my name is Lisa, and today I'm going to be answering 10 questions from you patrons. So, question number 1, very common question, I get this all the time. Are you going to shave your head again? Definitely. I just got a lump removed from the side of my head, which is great, so when I shave it, it won't be all lumpy and bumpy skull. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Last time I did it in September and it was too cold, so I didn't really like that, even though I loved having a shaved head. So this time I'd probably do it at the beginning of this summer or next summer, so that I have plenty of time for it to be hot outside. Question number 2, biggest hype song. I don't know what a hype song is. If you're talking about like an upbeat song, almost everything I listen to is upbeat, so okay, I'm gonna pick a random one, which is All of You by Betty Who, which is on my Spotify playlist that you definitely should be following. Lisa's playlist on our Spotify page. Question number 3. Can you talk about the decision to release a song as a solo artist rather than put it on a group album? Okay, probably because we did do solo songs on a group album. We've only done that once. We don't do albums very often, and now we're kind of leaning towards doing just more like singles and not so many albums. So it's hard. It's like if you want to do that, you have to wait so long, and I just wanted to put these out. Also, some songs, I mean, any of my sisters would probably agree with this, some, or most of them would, some songs feel like they're too personal to hear your sister singing it, or it just doesn't really make sense because you didn't like go through the same thing. Some of them work for all of us, but for some of them, I just really wanted to put it out in my own voice, like this is specifically my story. Does that make sense? It's like, it's just a different experience. It's, neither one is better than the other. It's like, sometimes it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna tell the story through the group. Other ones, it's like, okay, this is very specific, I'm gonna tell it myself. So it's fun to do both. Question number 4. What is the highest note you've ever hit? It was definitely some sort of a whistle tone when I was little. I'm gonna guess it was an A or B flat 6. Because now I can go up to about an A sometimes, but usually it's a G or a G sharp if I'm lucky. Tell us about a time, sorry, question number 5. Tell us about a time you felt God calling you to do something uncomfortable. Ooh, uncomfortable. Oh, when, wow. I think a little more than a year ago, I truly did feel God calling me to hang up my gloves as a girl that chases men down that are really bad for me and like unstable people. And all at once, they all, like my three biggest male temptations, whatever you want to call them, like men that I couldn't say no to, where I was just like, oh my gosh, I have to talk to them, I have to hang out with them. They all came back into my life on the same day, and it was a test. It was a test, and I talked to them, but I didn't fully give in, and I felt it right away that it was a bad choice, and after that I like slammed the door shut and I really moved on. But that was really hard to be like, okay, I'm cutting off like everyone, like all these people that waste my time, I'm cutting them all off. So that was very difficult to move on from, because it's probably my biggest vice since I've never drank or done any drugs. Talking to boys, very addicting at the time, but I did move on from it successfully. Question number 6. Beauty tips that have nothing to do with material things? What? Pretty much all beauty tips are related to material things, so unless you're saying like, how can I have a more beautiful soul? Maybe? I don't know. I don't really have any, I guess, unless you're saying like things you could eat that would make you healthier. I don't really know. I don't know how to answer that question. Because I feel like all my beauty tips would be like, get more sleep, drink more water, exfoliate your face. Okay, number 7. Favorite, or maybe, I don't remember what number I'm on. Favorite new girl character? Schmidt. Definitely Schmidt. But I also love Coach, and Nick Miller is definitely up there. What's one thing people misunderstand about you? People misunderstand about me? I was gonna say that that I think I'm better than people, but sometimes I really do think that I'm better than people, and it's something that I have to remind myself that I'm not. But usually I don't have to remind myself because life reminds me. So that's not really a misunderstanding, but I can't really think of anything. Catherine's arms are giving out, so I have to keep stopping. I'm exposing her. Okay, last few questions. Can you get through this? Okay, next hair color. I just did my hair. It is dark bluish green, greenish blue. It's like deep turquoise or deep teal. And I don't know what I'm gonna do after this. I've ran out of colors. Maybe just an even darker blue, I don't know. Now it's my guess is as good as yours. Or your guess is as good as mine. Favorite ice cream flavor? Chocolate vanilla swirl in a cone or mocha almond fudge? And last question, are all your songs about the same guy? No. At this point, the ones that I'm releasing from last year and this year are about 2 guys. And I don't have any plans to release any that are about other guys, but if I do, I will tell you that it's about neither of them. But so far, it's all about 2 different guys. Yes, so that's it. Thanks for watching. I have to go take a shower and clean my skull wound, so I'm gonna do that before I get an infection. Woo! Hygiene is important.